Okay, we are having 840 G3 here, and look at how it's behaving. When you press the power button, it comes on, and goes off. Right, machine is not in a committed state. So when I try accessing the BIOS, let's see, accessing the BIOS works well. Continue to boot. And nothing. Comes off and goes off. Right, comes on, but it's charging quite well. Comes on and goes off. All right, such issues usually would usually indicate a problem with the BIOS. So let's open it up and do some observations. Let's open it up. I think the fact that the machine is powering on and accessing BIOS quite well is a green light. My sound is gone. It's back. Right, so let's just open it up and do what we have to do. Right, so we're having access to the BIOS chips. We're having the two BIOS chips, the main BIOS and the other BIOS. Let's check it out through our microscope. So this is the 64 megabits, this is the 8 megabits, this is the 8 MB, right? This on the side, this is the main BIOS, probably the 16 megabits BIOS chip, right? So let's remove it out. It's good to, let me disconnect this SSD. And the battery. And we can remove it. Let me get a better, a smaller tip. A smaller tip. I think this one should be okay. All right. Power it on. And my pair of tweezers is where? Here. So, right, that's the right temperature. Normally that happens when there is a wrong firmware that has been programmed. So BIOS chip is out, and so let's get our BIOS, our programmer. That happens a lot when I think this was just BIOS programming and not an issue related to BIOS updates and so on, because you saw the error machine is not in a committed state. You'll normally never see that error when you're having a problem with the BIOS update. Alright, let me share my screen. Which type of chip are we working on? Should be the 25. Just check it out using my scope. This is the 25Q128 JVPQ, right? 128 JVPQ. 128 JVPQ. 128 JVPQ, right? Cram that figure. Cram that figure. Okay, let's do it quite fast. Let me share my screen so that XG Pro, this is my programmer software. So let's detect first 128 JVPQ. WQ 25 WQ or 28. I think this is it. We select, we read. We're going to save this as a BIOS file. I don't know, do we really need to save it? Okay, so that in case of anything you can roll back, right? We're going to save it, browse to BIOS files, desktop, BIOS files, HP 840 G3 here. So new folder, you can put it in here, save as. Okay, then we're going to load another BIOS, browse G3, can get a better BIOS. No, all right. Which one should we pick? I have up to 3 BIOS chips here. Let's test out this one. We can pick this. Can pick that one. Let's program it. Right, it's programming. This programmer is quite fast, so we get a better performance. All right, verifying the flash, and we're good to go. Succeeded. Okay, let's take it back to our, we're just going to remove it quite fast. take it back to our machine and see how the machine performs this time round. All right. Okay. Check it through the scope. Pin orientation, first pin, this corner, right? Pin orientation is this way. Good. Come with our hot air, apply some heat. So you must be very keen not to burn the surrounding components, right? And that one is well soldered. Well soldered back. We give it some time to cool, then we check it out, right? I'm out of home dry. Okay, I have a new one. Let me just fill this one. Yes, sir. Niko poa. Right. I think it's cool enough. We're going to install back our SSD. We close it up and we should be good to go. Let's test. Let's just do testing with our new BIOS written on it. We should be getting some positive feedback, right? Should be getting some positive feedback. Plug it in. Right. Let's give it some time. Okay, it came on with 0.7, 0.6. We should be able to, we should be doing some few restarts, then we should be able to get a display. Went off, came on again, went off, came on again, and we have display. So let's wait and see if it's loading BIOS. Okay, do not interrupt the operation. Final step, BIOS update in progress. Let's give it time to finish. It's telling us to be patient. Okay, so for instance, if you update it, BIOS identity has been recovered. If you interrupt it at that stage that it was before, some of the problems we get is like what you saw on this machine, all right? So it went off. Let's see if it's going to load. Came on again. Let's see if it's going to load the operating system. which is our main aim. It went off. I think it's resetting this is now so strange. Oh, it's loading. Good. It's loading the operating system. Now I think that issue is solved. Okay, so the machine is working quite well. I'm keeping off that from the screen because there is a picture of the client there and the name, alright? Okay, I'll open a Word document just to confirm to you that the machine is quite working well, alright? Let me open a blank. Okay, here we have Word document. Yeah, so that is well sorted. Alright, see you in the next video, right?